In a quiet village, there lived a boy named Arjun. He was bright, curious, and full of dreams. Everyone believed he was destined for something great. Arjun wanted to become a successful engineer one day. He loved solving problems and imagining big ideas. Everything seemed perfect, and his future looked promising. But there was one challenge he couldn't overcome. He couldn't control his focus. Whenever he sat down to study, his mind drifted away. Sometimes to his phone, sometimes to games, and sometimes to endless thoughts. Arjun had talent, but his mind had other plans. Arjun tried to study every evening, but his mind wandered like a restless breeze. He would open his books only to close them minutes later. "I'll start after a short break," he often told himself. That break turned into hours of scrolling through his phone, chatting with friends, and watching random videos. His parents reminded him of his goal, but he always said, "I'm smart, I'll manage." Days passed, and his notes gathered dust. Deep down, Arjun knew he was wasting time, yet he couldn't stop. His mind controlled him, not the other way around. When the scholarship exam results were announced, Arjun's heart pounded with hope. He had dreamed of using that scholarship to study engineering at a top university. But when he saw his name missing from the list, his confidence shattered. His friends celebrated their success, while Arjun quietly stared at his result sheet. He had failed. The teachers who once praised his intelligence now looked disappointed. He avoided eye contact, ashamed and broken. That evening, Arjun sat in silence, realizing that talent without effort was meaningless, and excuses had stolen his dream. For days, Arjun couldn't eat or sleep properly. Every word of his teachers echoed in his mind. Hard work always beats talent. He remembered how many chances he had wasted just scrolling on his phone. His parents said nothing, but their quiet eyes spoke more than words. Arjun realized that brilliance without discipline was an empty promise. He didn't fail because he was foolish. He failed because he lacked control. That night, he promised himself one thing: "I'll never let mine rule me again." It was time for change. Determined to change, Arjun looked for someone who could help him rebuild his focus. One day, he heard about Coach Raghav, a mentor known for training both mind and body. People said even the most distracted students became disciplined under his guidance. Nervously, Arjun approached him after class. "Sir, I can't focus. My mind jumps from one thing to another," he confessed. Coach Raghav smiled and said, "That's not your enemy, Arjun. That's your untrained mind. Let's fix it together." For the first time, Arjun felt hope instead of doubt. The next morning, Coach Raghav took Arjun to the school field. From a cupboard, he brought out a wooden bow and a small target board. "Hit the center," he said. Arjun aimed, but missed badly. The coach asked, "What were you looking at?" Arjun replied, "The board, the trees, and the people around." The coach nodded. "That's your mistake. You're seeing everything, but focusing on nothing. Success works the same way, one target at a time." Arjun stood silently, realizing the truth. His biggest distraction wasn't the world. It was his own wandering attention. Coach Raghav called him again the next day. "There are 4 simple rules to train your mind," he said. First, control your thoughts. Don't let them wander. Second, build a daily routine. Your brain respects consistency. Third, remove distractions. Keep your phone away when it's study time. Fourth, practice every day. Discipline isn't built in a day, it's built daily. Arjun wrote them down carefully. He knew these weren't just rules. They were tools to rebuild his life. He promised his coach he would follow them no matter how hard it got. Arjun began waking up early, studying with full attention, and keeping his phone far away. Every time his mind wandered, he whispered, "Stay focused." Slowly, his concentration grew stronger. After months of discipline, Arjun retook the exam, this time with confidence and clarity. When the results came, he stood first. He couldn't believe it. The same boy who once failed had now conquered his own mind. His parents cried with pride, and Coach Raghav simply smiled. Arjun had learned the greatest truth. Success doesn't come from talent. It comes from mastering yourself. Months later, when Arjun stepped onto the stage to receive his scholarship medal, his heart swelled with gratitude. He remembered Coach Ragov's words: "The mind is like fire. If you control it, it will light your path. If you don't, it will burn your dreams." From that day forward, Arjun lived by one rule: discipline first, success follows. He realized that real strength isn't in talent, but in training the mind to stay steady. His story became an inspiration for others chasing their dreams. Success, he learned, begins with self-control.